I got married at 22 years old and I waited until marriage. Let's talk about it. Quick dating history on me. There wasn't much fun. I didn't date all throughout high school. To be honest, I was raised in purity culture, and that took a really, in some ways, that took a really negative effect on me. But one thing that I did, which I'm glad that I did, was I told God, if you want me to, I'm gonna wait till marriage. And I felt that's what He wanted from me, and that was something that I stuck to. I didn't date anyone in high school. The first kiss I ever had was at 17, and that was in an acting class. And then my first real life kiss was at 19 to, would you believe it? The man I'm currently married to today. We started dating, my goodness, at 19 or 20 years, when I was 19 or 20 years old. We got engaged when I was 20 years old. We were engaged for 2 years because I was finishing my degree in another state. We did a long distance relationship for 2 years. And then we got married when I was 22 years old and he was 25 years old. It has been 6 years. Yeah, about 6 years since we were married. And I'm honestly, I'm in the best relationship, the healthiest relationship that I know about. My husband and I did a lot of things right, but one of them I'm really glad that I did was I waited until marriage. Pros and cons of waiting until marriage. Cons first, because I really thought of just two of them. One of the cons is that when I grew up, again, I also credit this to purity culture and how it negatively impacted me. But when I was constantly pushing away any romantic desire, sexual desire, and then I got married, I couldn't just stop pushing down the desire. I really had to work on that and realize, oh, this is what I've been like waiting for the whole time. This is what I've been pushing against this whole time. And it took a while for me to totally embrace that part of being married. I wish that hadn't been so hard. The second con was I had a lot to learn. Coming in with no experience in that department. But now let's talk about the pros because I love the pros. The first pro is I was safe. I never had to worry about an unplanned pregnancy. I never had to worry about an STD because I was truly practicing abstinence. Another pro is that when my friends were going through some very serious heartbreak that I think just comes a lot of times when you share yourself with someone that way and then they leave because not all relationships are built to last, right? Then my friends were experiencing, I think, another level of attachment that was really, really difficult to deal with. And I didn't have to go through that. The best pro by far, in my opinion, is its ability to filter out guys that were not serious. When I was in college, there was this 2-week period of my life where it was raining men. I don't know why. I was getting asked out constantly. Again, it was only a 2-week period, okay? This is not like normal for me. But I was getting asked out constantly. And one of my biggest filters, if I got to get to know them at any level, was like, are you really in this for the long haul, buddy? Because you ain't getting any of that until not only is there a ring, but there are marriage vows said. And in this 2-week period of time, that is when my husband and I started dating. Well, I didn't know it was then, but this guy and I started dating. And when we got to know each other a little bit, and I said, by the way, none of this is actually available until, like, we can kiss. I was okay with kissing, but the rest wasn't going to be available until we get married. Well, you know what? It didn't even faze him. It didn't even faze him. Wow. And he was someone that had experience. And, I would have was expecting that in any relationship. But when I told him that, he was so interested in me and who I was, he gladly agreed to that. And then we went through a 2-year relationship, long distance, while we're engaged. We know we're going to be committed and still waited. And now I'm in an extremely happy marriage. The healthiest marriage that I have heard of, honestly. I know not everyone tells the insides of what's going on in their marriage, but truly, I really, really love where I am with him, and I love him, and he gets better all the time. So as you're thinking about your options, if you're in that place where you're thinking about your options this Valentine's Day, be assured the right one will wait for you.